Hello YouTube, how's it going everyone? EDC Paul here, coming at you with another knife review, and this one's one of my grails. We've got here the Koenig Arius. This one is pretty interesting because it's 100% US made, which I love, and it's from a brand that hasn't been popping out a lot of models. But man, the Arius is, I believe, is a bit of a staple nowadays in terms of grail knives, especially in Europe. So basically, every knife collector out there wants to own one, right? Okay, so let's get into it. So this one's the Koenig Arius. This one is oh, it's got some dirt here. Let me just clean that out. I haven't used it. I don't know why it was dirty. Anyway, so this one's the Koenig Arius Gen 4, full satin in terms of hardware. And I think it's called the patterned one because of the incredible milling it's got. So I'm not sure the camera will focus right on that. But check out that milling. All right, so let's dig into it. How's that action? All right, so let's see. Size first. Let's do this. So we've got around 22 centimeters. Yep. And the blade length would be around 10. And let's say the cutting edge is around 9. Okay, so that's for the size. Let's see about the weight. We've got this here, as usual. Not the best, but it'll do the job. 136 grams. I mean, it's on the, let's say, heavier side, but judging by how big this knife is, because it's a full-size knife, I would say it's pretty reasonable. But the focus on this should be the actual build quality, the action, and whatever comes next. Right, so let's do the size comparison. Man, this knife looks so beautiful. I love the pattern on it. So we've got the Para 3, the usual suspects, and the PM2. So as you can see, closer to the size of the PM2, but a bit more cutting edge, I think. Yeah, a bit more, because of the blade shape too. All right, so this one will also take up some space in the pocket. Let me line that up. There we go. So yeah, it's pretty much the carry size of a PM2. All right, let's see. Definitely thicker than the Para 3. What about the PM2? It's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's the same. All right, so that's it for the usual suspects. All right, materials and hardware. Let's say that the build quality on this knife is exceptional. It's truly, it's an expensive knife, but it's really well made. The pattern on the titanium is great. So it's grade 5 titanium, I think, for the scales. The blade is M390. The pattern on the branding is very nicely embodied there. And the pattern on the scales, again, is great. There's no really sharp edges. There's no really sharp edges, and yeah, the pocket clip is not really my thing, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so let's see. So the build quality overall, I would say, is exceptional. I have no complaints on it. No sharp edges at all. As I said, it's very nicely milled here. Very nice contouring. The part here where your finger lands after you're flipping it is so smooth. The deployment and the disengagement are really nice too. The hardware seems to be okay, there we go. So we've got, this is a T10, but I think these are T8s. So let me grab that real quick. T8, right. So, yep, T8. T8. You can see that? All right. And the T8. So perfect. We do not like T6s here, so thank you, Koenig, for doing that. We really appreciate you just doing that that T8. All right. So what's next? The pocket clip is, as I said, not my favorite. It's a titanium. It's got good retention, but I mean, this is not deep carry like at all. Look at all that size there, and it's due to the linear thingy, which I'm not a big fan of. It's not a glass breaker either, so this much will probably stick out of your pocket, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And also it's a bit short for me. But overall, the pocket clip is well made. Not really my thing, but again, the build quality is not bad at all. So yeah. Oh, there's no way to mount it on the left for lefties. So you're stuck with it on the right side, the side for right-handed people, right? Okay. Moving on to the blade shape and the steel. So as I said, steel is M390. I'm not sure it's written anywhere, but I do prefer it like that. I like cleaner designs. I don't like for example, how Microtech does it, where they write like the full fucking paragraph on the blade. I do not enjoy that. This is very clean, very nice, and minimalistic, and it looks great to me. All right. So the blade shape, I would say, is pretty versatile. You can do a lot of stuff with it. It's got good cutting edge. I mean, you get a lot of cutting edge on it. M390, once again, made by Bowler, very good premium steel. Not my favorite, but a very good steel nevertheless. M390, 20CV, they're both the same to me, and very good seals, right? A few years ago, M390 used to be really, used to be like the most premium thing you can find on a knife. Now, some M390 can be found on like, I don't know, $100 knives made in China. Of course, this is not the same thing, obviously, but yeah, that's about it. So let's see what's next. Perfect centering, absolute perfect centering. Like spot on, 50-50, yeah, love that. The ease of deployment. So you have multiple ways of deploying this. The main one is the flipper, and the flipper works extremely nice, almost like a Shirogorov level. And the sound it does is also really cool, so check it out. So very nice acoustics on it. Then you've got this this hole where you can spidey flick it, and it's pretty nice. I would say the D10 is tuned a bit better for the flipper, but it's still really nice. And you can also thumb flick it. Wait. There we go. There we go. So yeah, you can also thumb flick it. So the ease of deployment, 10 out of 10. It's very nice, it's very smooth, and the ease of disengagement, where I'm talking about the access to the lock bar and how the lock bar feels. The access is great. You've got a lot of space here to just disengage the knife. It's very, very comfortable, and it's very grippy too. Because some knives, for example, I'll show you. Some knives are very shiny on the outside, right? So it's gonna be a bit slippery to get in there and disengage the knife, right? This is not the case. This is not the case of the Arius, because it's very grippy and you've got a ton of access, so it's really comfortable. So ease of disengagement will get also 10 out of 10. All right, next. We're moving on to price and value. I think this one, the Gen 4 patterned full satin, is around $700. Yes, there are knives that cost $700. This is one of them. In Europe, it's a bit more expensive due to, as I always say, due to the VAT being included in the price and the fact that we pay things in euros, which is like 10% more than the dollar. So it goes up. Yeah. So this is a very expensive knife. The value for it is made in the US, extremely well made, great detent, great action. Is it worth $700, $800? In my opinion, no. I would say that some knives that are $300, $400 less than this one, also US made, are made in kind of the same way. So I don't know. Is it worth it for me? The value is there. Of course, the value is not necessarily the materials added up, but for me, I would say it's not really worth the money. I would say this feels and the looks and acts like more of a $500 knife. But that's just me. I mean, don't get me wrong, the fit and finish is incredible, and everything else about the knife is really, really great. I'm just not feeling that it's worth $700, you know. But that's just my opinion. Of course, that's why you're here, to hear what I have to say about it. So okay, next, who's it for? This knife is for knife enthusiasts. I would say that it has to be bought by people who are curious about it, who want to feel the action. I'm pretty sure it's very good for people that wanna collect stuff, because it's very, very nicely made. And I think it can be used. You don't have to worry about that, because you can use it. It's got a very usable blade shape, and oh, by the way, the best thing about this one is just the way it melts into your hand. I do not think I've ever handled a more comfortable knife. Like everything for me as a lefty, everything goes into the right place. Like my fingers are just perfectly set in there. My thumb is also going really nicely here on top. You can also move it here if you want to. You can hold it from the back here. And this area they've done here, they've chamfered this for your thumb. It's just so nice, guys. Like, I cannot even describe how well this melts into your hand. So for right-handed people, I would say the same. It's a bit more comfortable for me as a lefty, because the pocket flip is made in such a way that it doesn't bother me. While on the right side, it does bother me when I choke up, right? So I mean, I don't know, guys. You can also use it as a lefty. You can disengage it, and I think you can also thumb flick it, but I can't do that because I'm not used to deploying knives with my left hand. But yeah, so as I said, who's it for? It's for knife enthusiasts, for knife people. I wouldn't say this if you want to buy an expensive knife as your, let's say, first knife or your only knife. I do not believe this is for you. I believe that this is for people who want to try out this amazing action and just want a grail knife, to pay a lot for it and get a lot for it. As I said, the value I don't think is on spot. I would say this is worth a bit less, but again, that's just my opinion. I would say it's a great knife, not the best for EDC, but just a great knife if you want to carry it around and play with it. It's a great fidget knife, so most of us just buy knives to fidget with them. I mean, I do use mine, but most of the time I just fidget with them, and this one's great for that regard. All right, so that's about it. That's about it for the Koenig Arius. Grail knife, really, really well made. If I would recommend it, if you're a knife enthusiast, give this one a try. It's worth giving it a try. It's got great resale value, so I'm not sure if mine will stay in the collection. I paid full price for it, but I'm not sure if it's gonna stay in the collection, because I want to try new stuff. And again, I wouldn't say that the money paid for it is really on spot, right? So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give me a subscribe if you've enjoyed it. If you want to see, I'm trying to post daily knife content. So give me a subscribe for that if you want to, if you liked what you saw here, if you want to check out more. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.